here I am taking a simple rectangle box, and the height size I am giving 5 feet comma 5 feet. Okay, now so what is the plane thickness ma? I mean the dimensions of the this one 5 feet by 5 feet. Then immediately select that and make it a group. Why I am making a group here? The reason is, without making a group we can't apply the fur material. Okay, and if you want you can try so to apply the fur now. For example, here I am taking a simple rectangle and try to go and click here. Is it selecting ma? No, right? So the reason is it is not a group or a component. It means before applying the fur, first you have to make it a group or a component, then only we can apply that. See, so after selecting, after making a group, now it is highlighting. Then go here and click with the mouse left button, click it. Now see, so once if we apply this Vray For button on that, now it is going to be highlighted with the boundary with the dotted red color lines. Now click the hit button, we click the render interactive button. Now see what happened here. It is going to be create a lot of fur on the surface. See, lot of particles are there here. Okay, now so but sir, how to control them now? Sometimes I want to be increase the number of particles, sometimes I want to be reduce the number of particles. How we can do this one? So to modify any parameter related to these objects, now we have to go to the Vray asset editor, go to the third button. What is that ma? Vray geometry. Okay, now in a geometry, so in a future maybe if you apply anything here, so immediately it will go to the geometry location. Even in the previous classes we have seen, after applying the displacement also went to the geometry location only. The displacement option we have seen in the first classes of material. Okay, now see what I'll do. I'm going to be zoom a little bit like this. Go to the fur. In a fur also, see we have a lot of options here. See how many options we have here. We'll see one by one. And the first one is distribution per area or per face. Maximum if you go with the per face, you will get a less number of particles only. Now I am going to be click it and click on the per area. It means per area how many count you want to be applied now. So by default it is a 0.6 value. If I give this one to 0.1 now, see if I give a 0.1, you are getting a very less number of particles, and the distance also you are getting a more in between that. Okay, now so now I'm going to be increase this one to 1.0. see if you give a 1.0, now you are getting more number of even you can increase this one to 20. If you increase this one to 20, see now it is look like a completely grass particles, but the problem here is we don't have a proper material on that. So how to apply the material and all, we'll see next after 5 minutes. So right now I'm going to be reduce this one to some 0.5 only. Okay, now so a lot of parameters we have here. We'll see one by one, then we'll go for the material topic. Okay, now see I'm going to be zoom a little bit here. I'm going to be zoom this area and see the first one is a length option. Okay, now length parameter. So what happened? The length means the length of the grass. How much of length you want to be give this one. So for example, if I give one enter, see now you are getting a short distance only. If I give this one to maybe now maybe 10 number, see you are getting a completely a bigger length grass material like this. Okay, now I mean the 3D model. Okay, now so right now I'm going to be give this one to 4 only. Okay, now after giving this one to the 4, now we'll see the remaining parameters. What is the next parameter here? Thickness. The thickness means the overall thickness of the grass surface, this one. So by default it is a 0.12. If I give a 1, see how much of more thick you are getting now. Okay, now 1, maybe 0.3 I am giving, or maybe 0.2 I'll apply now. So 0.2, or I'll go here, I'm giving some 0.1, or maybe 0.01 I'm giving. See if you give a 0.01, you are getting very less thickness, but we can't see that in the final render. Maybe better apply 0.1 to 0.2, something like that. So this is more than enough for the grass and all. Mostly we'll go for 0.08, 0.07, something like this. Okay, but right now to understand in the reality, I mean that to show the 3D in the render, so I'm applying this one to 0.12 only. The next one is a tapper. The tapper means the thickness, how much you have on the bottom. So do you have the same thickness on the top? No, right? It is gradually reducing the thickness when it is going to the tip of the surface. Now what I'll do, I'll give this one to the 1.0. If you give a 1.0, so bottom you'll get a more thickness. More thickness means the thickness how much you have given here, but the tip place you can see like 0 surface, 0 radius. Now instead of 1, I'll give this one to the 0 now. If you give a 0, the 0 meaning means So the base, how much radius you have, even at the tip location also you will get a same thickness only. See the thickness now. So the total overall thickness is the same, maybe on the ground, I mean at the location of base and at the location of a tip point also. Now most of the time I'll give this one to 0.85, 0.9 or 0.95. It is completely depends on the situation. So it depends on if you are creating a grass material, maybe you can go for 0 also, no problem. Or if you are applying maybe what you call that mat or rug, floor rug and all, then in the situation we can apply maybe 0.3, 0.4, something like that. Okay now, so right now I'm giving this one to the 0.9, and the next one is the gravity. The gravity means because of the earth gravity. Okay now, so now how much of bend you can able to get now. See, if I keep it at 0, see now it is bending more. If I keeping to the right side, now you are getting a less bending. So maybe I'm giving maybe like this. Now see, you have some minimum amount of bending here, even though gravity, if I give a 1.0. Okay now, by default it will be like -1, I think so. -1 I'm giving, I'll maintain the same thing. Okay now, and then the next one I'm giving a bend. This bend and gravity both are different. Okay now, see the when I'm giving a bend, it is by default -3, I think. I'm giving this one to the -3. Okay now, so it is going to be bend maybe from the only from this portion. Okay, it is not bending from the ground. But see, if I go with the bend option, I'm giving this one to the 0. If you give it 0, see, it is completely going like straight direction. It is not taking any deviation in the middle. Okay now, but if I go here to the right side, instead of 0.5, 0.7, 0.8 or 1.0 I'm giving, so it is going to be start bending from the ground itself. Okay now, from here itself it is going to be bent, but don't give this much. Maybe I'm giving this one to maybe 0.5, 0.4, something like that for the real grass surface. Okay now. Now the global scale means the overall size of the grass. If I keep this one to maybe 0.5, see, the overall size of the grass is going to be reduced, and if I increase the number to maybe 3, the overall size of the grass is going to be increased. I mean, it is not going to be increase any amount of grass. Amount of grass is same only, but only the scale, the size of the grass is going to be increased and reduced. So see here, actually when you change this one, then only we can change the amount. So until and all, if you are not changing this one, so the number of particles are not going to be increased, only the scale is going to be increased. If I give this one to the 0, the amount of particle is the same, but the overall size of the the particle are going to be increased and reduced. Okay, now I'm giving by default 1.0 only, and the next one is the knot option. The knot means, so how many number of segments. See, for example, if you observe here, by default here we can see only 4, but if you give a 5, you will get a 4 divisions here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 we can't see that, maybe it is on the bottom. Okay now, 1, 2, 3, 4 bending. See now. Okay now I'll give a 3 number. If you give it 3, see, you will get 2. If you give a 2 number, you are not getting even a 1, so everything is going to the negative direction. See here, see what happened, everything is going to the negative direction. Don't give like this. Minimum you have to give a 3, and maximum that you can type it 128. But if you are giving 128 number, see, completely these are going to be bent here, and maybe we can adjust the bend later by increasing and reducing this one, but the system also will get hang if we give a 128. Hardly I'll give 5 or maybe the 8 number. The 8 number is maximum enough for our interior or maybe the elevation when you are applying the grass material. Don't go here and apply 30, 40, 60 like that, because if you are giving more segments, you will get a smooth surface. If you are getting a smooth surface, the file size also will increase and the system also will take more render time. Okay now, because you are giving a more detailing, right? So that is the reason render time also is going to be increased. Okay now, so what I can do now, so minimum I can give 5 and maximum I can give here is a 8 number. Okay now, but if you give a 5 and all 4 something, see here, this is the number of sides, remember that. So here I am giving only 5 now. Okay now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 we can't able to see that because it is on the bottom. Okay now, so understood now what is the advantage of this, the 4 option. And still we have other options also here. What other options we have here? Variation. Variation means, see, in the real time, each grass is the same height is available, or same direction, same length, same thickness, same gravity. Is it possible to grow like in a nature? No, right? It is not possible now. Okay, now so that is the reason these people have given a variation. It means random direction for each grass, random length of each grass, random thickness and random gravity. If I give this one completely to the 0, see what happened. Every grass is looking at the same direction. It means it is not having any bending. So completely everything is looking at the top. It means the straight grass only you are getting. Now if I keep on moving from 0 to 2, maximum is a 2 and minimum is a 0 value, and if you give this one to the 2, so everything is taking different directions, but it is not giving a original the property. What I'll do, by default it is a 0.2, maybe you can go with a 0.3, 0.4, it depends on the situation. You can change these values. Okay, no, but don't give a 2 value or don't give a 0 value. In between that, whatever the value you want, see, but if you are crossing more than 0.8, so everything is bending on the the surface. Okay, now keep it maximum, maintain that to the 0.2 to 0.4 value. Okay, now, and the next one is the length. The length means each grass is the same length you have here. So if I keep it a 0, if you calculate now, or if you see exactly, so each grass is having the same length only. Now to maintain like a reality, like a naturality, if you want to give a for that, okay, now so instead of artificial, now I'm keep on increasing this. If I keep on increasing this one, see what happening there. One you are getting bigger, one you are getting smaller. If you want, you can see here the length of this one, observe, and the length of this one, observe here, and see the length of this one is very small, and compared to this one, this is maybe the more height, and compared to this is a more height. Like that, to give a like a realistic, so we have to give a imperfection. Imperfection means everything, don't give a perfection like everything like same direction, same length and all. Okay, now so better I'll go here. I'm going to be give this one to 0.2 to 0.3 value, that is more than enough. Okay, now then the thickness, even the thickness also, now maximum if you give a 0, see every particle or every grass thickness is the same now. If I keep on going to the right side, see, observe here, the thickness of this one is more compared to this one. See, this is a very less thickness, and see, this is the thin one, and this is the thicker one, and this is a more than thick that. Okay, now so like that we can give a variations, different variations. Like gravity also, if you keep on moving this one, you'll get a different gravity, the properties. Maybe give this one to 0.4 or 0.5 value, no problem. Okay, now so that is advantage of these variation options here. Okay, now, and coming to the next one, coming to the next options here, curl. The curl means, do you have any twisting in that? You don't have any twisting, right? So now I'm going to be turn on the curl now, but after turn on the curl, immediately we can't see the curliness in the surface. But the reason is, first you have to give a number of curls now. So I'm going to be give this one to the 2 turns, and then give a radius. See, after giving a number only, we have to give this one. See, now when I keep on moving this one, now see how the grass is going to be take a twisting. Now it is taking a number of curls, 2 to 3 curls it is going to be take now. So to see properly this one, so I want to be give a more number of knots. See, if I keep on giving a more number of knots, now I can see the curls here properly. See how many curls you are getting here. See now, 1 up to here, then 2. Okay, now maybe if you reduce this one to 1 curl, okay, now see you are getting the design how you are getting now. But do you apply something this kind of a design on the grass? No, right? Okay, now so mostly we don't use this one, but we can use them whenever the situation is there. Now see, and the radius also, how much of radius you want. If I keep on moving this one, see here, and give a number of curls to maybe 3 to 4. See, if I am giving a more turns and more number of knots here, see that how the turns it is given now. 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn, and 4 turns. 3.5 I have given, so I am going to be give this to 4. So total you will get something like 4 turns like this. Reduce the number so that we can see the clarity. I am giving 1 now. See, if I give a less number, then you can see clearly. Okay, now see the numbers here, how the curls are you are getting. Total you are getting now around 4 I think I have given. Yeah, 4 curls. If I give 2, you will get only 2 turns only. Okay, now something like this. But mostly we don't use all of them. I'm going to be make it a turn it off. But in the interview point of view, or if you want to be create any kind of a design, then in that situation you should know each and every parameter here. Without knowing this parameter, you can't create a, okay, now so every kind of a presets. Okay, now I'm giving a number of this one to some 0.6, so that amount of fur is going to be increased. Okay now, then level of detailing, when you increase this one, the start distance and end distance, the detailing is going to be increased, but don't change these values also, make it this is to the default values, because if you keep on increasing these values, so the file size also going to be increased, make it a turn off now. Okay now, what is the next option here? Material. Material means, do you have any material on this now? So this is going to be the white color, right? So what I will do, first I am going to be increase the numbers to maybe some 5 value I am giving, so that you will get some more bulk amount of materials. The thickness also I am giving, instead of 0.12 I am giving 0.06 I am giving, so that the thickness of the grass is going to be reduced now. Now I want to be apply the grass material. To apply the grass material, we have two methods. So method number one is, first create your material, grass material. I am giving a name here. For example, the name I am giving grass. After giving a grass name, and go to the bitmap, load the bitmap which is having a the grass texture. So for example, I am going here, load the grass texture, click that and click on open. Now this grass texture I want to be apply on this fur now. For that, go to the fur now, go to the fur and load it here, and the material which I have created in the material now. Just click on this, go to the fur, and here in the material click this one. Now in the drop down list, the material which you have created under the material, everything we can able to see. Then click on grass. Now see what happened. So the same grass texture is going to be applied on the surface. Maybe we can see some gaps in the middle, so I can increase this number to maybe 20 to 30 value. Now it is going to be filled with a completely something this one. Okay now, see now, clear ma? Okay, now maybe the length of the grass also I don't want this. I am going to be give this one to the maybe 2 or 1.5 or 2 value, so that the thickness, the height of the grass is going to be reduced like this. This is the one method we can apply the material. Okay now, so now I'm not giving this kind of a material. I'll tell you now the different material now. Okay. What is the different other method is, first I'm going to be delete this, I'm going to close the Vray this one. Even the fur material, fur also whatever I have applied, I'm going to be delete that. Okay now, see now, so this is my empty plane again. The material, the Vray fur also I have deleted. Where I went here I went this location and created, deleted that Vray fur. Now the second method is, first method already we have seen how to apply the material. Now the second method is, now first apply the material on the surface and adjust the size how you want. Then after that, select the ground and apply the fur now. This is the second method. Even if you go with the second method, what is the advantage is, now click on the interactive render directly. Now see, directly the grass material is going to be applied on the surface. Okay, now go to the fur now and do the modification whatever you want again. So if I give this one to 20 or 30, now we can give a 30 directly, and see if you ask which method is the simple and the professional method. The professional method is this one only, second method. The why I'm telling that the second method is a professional method, so because, so when you apply the material first, now wherever you have a color, so for example if you have a red color here, wherever you have a red color, so at the same place, so the material, the fur which you are taking, even the red color places you will get a red color fur, white color places you will get a white color fur, and if you have a different colors, that different colors you will get on the fur directly. Okay, now that is the reason mostly 90% of the times I'm going to be first apply the color on the surface, then I'm going to be apply the fur material. Okay, now clear ma this one? Okay now, so what I'll do, but it is giving a more height, not a height, so yeah, height also we have a 4. I'm going to give this one to the 3, then I'll give a more gravity and bending. So first I'll go here, I'm giving a more bending like this. See now, so like this we can apply. So now it is like a realistic grass only, right? Understood ma, how we can create a grass material now? Online students, simple or difficult? Emma, clear or can I explain that again? Clear? Okay, see now I'm going to be click on delete now. the next one, so the next one I'm going to be explain now with a different method. So this is the one method to apply the fur now. Anyone asking doubt? Okay. Now the next one is, we have a one more method here. So what is the one more method is, sometimes sir, some clients will ask on the ground I want to see soil, and some places I want to see the grass. So generally we call that is a wild grass. Wild grass. See how I can apply this wild grass on the landscaping, something like this. See, some places I can see the ground, maybe the soil, some places I can see the grass, something, not this one, previous, something like this. See how we can create this one. I'll show you the example now. Okay, now so remember that so clearly. Okay, now so before going to the final one, so first you have to be see the video, and by seeing the video you have to be practice. Okay, now so example, see what I'll do. First I'm taking some 10 feet comma some 10 feet rectangle. What is the size? 10 feet by 10 feet. I'm making a group now. Then after that, first I'll create a two material. One material already grass I have created, and one more material I'll download some soil texture also. That soil texture I'm going to be download from the Cosmos, because already in the Cosmos we have that material. Why we have to be create that again? Okay, now so I'm going here, then go to ground. In the ground, see the people have already given some soil texture. Maybe go here and download that soil texture, then cancel this one. See we have a two now, that brown soil, and the next one is a grass texture. Two textures we have here. And then now first select this, apply the grass texture first. Why I'm applying the grass texture first, we'll see the reason. I told you in the last time. So wherever you are getting this difference in the colors, so based on that you will get a grass also. Now after that, select this one, then go to the next button. What is that? My add fur to the selection. Then after going to the fur selection, and maybe see, just zoom this one clearly. Do you have a 3D grass? Yes, we have a 3D grass, but maybe the number of fur I'm not getting a more amount. I'm going to be adjust this one to some 30. Okay, now we have a grass here. Okay, then what I'll do, I'm going to be give some bending here, small amount of bending I'm giving here. Okay, then immediately what I'll do now, so go to a bottom texture and apply the soil now. Apply the soil whatever you have. Now see, now here we have a soil texture, but in the render while doing a final thing, so here we have a grass only. But sir, the soil is not going to be visible here now. Why the soil is not going to be visible? Because the reason is, everywhere we have a texture and is filling with a more number of particles. But the image which I have shown in the Google image, this one, see every place we don't have a grass, we have only some places we have a grass. That is the reason we can see the bottom soil. Now here also, so how we can remove that some kind of the grass here. To remove the grass here, the technique is, so I am going to this location, go to the fur now. In this fur, I'm going to maybe the length location. By default the length of this one is 4. I'm going to be give this one to 2 only now. After giving this one to the 2, now exactly right side for this one we have a one box, right? Here what I'll do, we have a multiple options. In that we can load some black and white images. Now what black and white images will do now, wherever you have a black color, that place it is not going to be generate the grass. Where I have a white color, that place it is going to be generate the grass. So for that, see what I'll do, I'm going to be click on a bitmap and choose any black and white image. For example, let us see, if I take this one, see what happened here. So now the image which I am using here, this is the having a combination of black and white color. So now the color which I have a white, that place it is creating a grass. The color which I have a black, it is not generating the grass there. Okay, now so now maybe we can increase, even we can create your forms also like this. Okay, now so like maybe we can also take some irregular shapes also here. Why we have to take this one? And even I'm going to be reduce the size, increase the size of this texture. So now you are getting a more gap also in between that. Okay, now so but instead of this texture, what I'll do, I'm going to be remove this one. Again I'm selecting that, go here, click on black and white. Now load any, for example, maybe this black and white Ganesh image I'm taking now. See, in this situation, wherever I have a Ganesh, that place only I'm getting a texture, the remaining places I'm getting a soil. Sir, I want to be make this is in the reverse. It means here I want to see the grass, the Ganesh image wherever I have, I want to be remove that grass now. Anyway, we have seen in the last classes. So if you want to be convert black to white and white to black, go to the color manipulation. Under the color manipulation, we have an option of invert texture. See now, only here you are getting a grass now. The color which I have a black color, here you are not getting a that the Ganesh image exactly that position you are getting a soil now. Okay now, then I'm going back now. So along with this one, so we have other options also. See what options we have here. I'm going to be clear this one. Even we can load this checker map also here. What is the checker map will do now? See, this is having a combination of black and white, so it is like a chess map. So first, if you want to be adjust that properly, so go there, first click it, go with the triplanar projection fit method. When you go with the triplanar projection fit method, see now exactly, so black color you're not getting grass, white color you are getting, white color you are getting, black color you are not getting grass. Okay now, then what I'll do, I'll go to the texture placement. I can increase this one to maybe 5 by 5. It means length side you are getting 5 times, width side you are getting 5 times, like this. Okay now, even we can apply this one in the gardening. In the gardening we have something this kind of a designs, right? Okay now, so in the middle if you want to be place some stones and all, we can place stones also. So like that also we can use this technique. Okay now, so now but I want now horizontal and vertical only. If you want horizontal or vertical, instead of 5 by 5 1, I'll give 0. If you give 1 0, you are getting horizontally, and if I give this one 5 and this is a 0, you will get like a vertically. See now, like this also we can create. Okay now, but my concern is something like to create like a Google image, the image which I have shown like this, something this kind of a design I want now. For this one, what I'll do now, so instead of using a checker map or black and white, even black and white images also we can use to create that. So for this, first I'm going to be find exact proper image. So here I'm going to the some dirt maps here. Some dirt maps I'm taking here. In my system I have a lot of dirt images. Load any one of the image from here. See, in this image if you observe clearly, some places I have a black color, some places I have a white color image. Okay now see, if I click this and if I click on a open, now see what happened. See, some places where I have a black color, in that location it is not generating any grass. The color which I have a white, it is giving a more grass here. Okay now, see how realistic you have now. Okay now, see now. Clear ma, how we can create this one now? So with the help of this black and white, but compulsory you should have this black and white image, then only we can do all these things. Okay now, so where I'm applying this one, exactly after the length, so we have to go there, click on the bitmap and load the black and white image. Now see, you are generating this something this kind of a texture. Clear ma? Understood how we can create this kind of a textures now? I mean a real grass kind of a object. Maybe the thickness also I'm going to be reduced to 0.06 now. Okay now, something like this. See, it is giving more realistic now. Sir, I want to be control this image only. So in case sometimes if you want to be control, see here we have a black color now. Instead of black color, if I give a gray color now, here I am giving a gray color, even this place also you are getting grass now. Okay now, but don't give a more gray, give a little bit black. Try to reduce maybe a minimum number maybe here. Or now see, this is giving a exactly like a real time how you will get same kind of a grass only you are getting. Very very important in the interview. So maybe if you create something this kind of a designs, definitely will get a job. See now, here you have a more amount, here we have a less amount. The reason is, so after taking this black and white image, now this is exactly white color places you are getting a more grass. Now instead of giving a pure black, what I am doing now, I am changing that black color to light amount of gray. So now here also you will get a grass, but maybe not up to the mark, maybe like this. See now, understood ma? Any doubt up to here? Up to here any doubt? Online students? No? Okay, so now the next one, one more example I'll show you now. Let us assume if you have any object here, okay now, so generally if you place any object in the garden, the object wherever you have that position you don't get any grass, remaining places you will get a grass. Okay now, so now I want to create that kind of a situation. Now this is also very very important. Now see, I'm taking one rectangle box here, this rectangle box I'm taking, and I'm making a push pull like this. Okay now, apply some random material for that, no problem, or I can generate a new material. Go to the asset editor, go here, maybe apply some, maybe the gray color object. Okay now, so not this much, maybe go here, apply this one. Okay, now go here and click on the interactive render and see the result. See the result. See why it is applying again a different color on this, because you know what we have done, we have applied a different texture here now. So go to this location, go here, go to the material, here you have to be apply that grass texture, then only we'll get a grass texture here. Okay now, then see what I'll do, I'm going here, see if I'm going to be zoom clearly here. Whenever I'm zooming this one, and I can see that clearly here, wherever I have a box, even inside the box also you are getting a grass texture. Is it possible ma in a real time? Whenever you are placing something this kind of a object, and even the grass is coming inside the box. See, this is coming inside the box, here also it is coming inside the box. This is completely wrong method. Okay now sir, but then how we can do this one? Okay now, so after placing any obstacle, or maybe the ball, or maybe the any toys, or any like you know the object if you place in the lawn, something like this, the at this exactly bottom of this one I don't want to be give any grass, remaining places I want to be apply the grass, or exactly here I want to be exactly surroundings for this one I want to be apply the grass, remaining places I don't want to be apply the grass. Anything you can create now. Okay now, see how I'll do that now with the help of density map here. Very very important, this density map. Okay now, so now after going to the density map here, I'm going to be click this one first, click that, and here I'm going to be load something like distance map here. What is that ma? Distance map. See, at the location of length, sorry, at the location of distance map, I'm selecting here, and from the list I'm selecting the distance map. Now what is the meaning of this distance map is, now the object which you are selecting, from that object at what distance you want to be place the grass. Okay now, that we can control, but before that first you have to add the object. So click this one, click on add object. See, immediately when you click on add object, have you seen that surroundings? See, now I'm going to be remove this one. See, exactly here, maybe other side also if you observe, see here, this side and this side, everywhere we have a grass here. Okay now once if I load this, if I add this object to here, now see immediately at the exactly surroundings to the component you are not getting any grass here. So this will give you more realistic. Okay now, so compared to giving a like a previous method, see it is giving exactly a realistic property. Okay now, and then see we have some other options also. If I keep on increasing this distance, see now in the surroundings you are not getting a more grass, so but after that you are getting some grass here. Okay now, something like this. If I give a 0, even here also you are getting a grass, it is a fake render, it is a fake you know, the people can easily say that this is a render image. Okay now, and you don't have a proper knowledge also. Okay now, so keep on increasing this one. It means, see, so if I give it 0, everything is a flat white color. Okay now, when I keep on moving this one to the right side, so exactly inside you don't get anything, outer for the boundary you are getting a 0 grass now. Okay now, maybe we can also reverse that. Okay now, so for example, I'll give this is to the black, I'm giving this is to the white color. Now it means exactly where you have a box, here you will get a like grass, surroundings you don't get a grass now. If you want, say I'm going to be keep on reducing this one, see if I keep on reducing, only surroundings to the box only you are getting a grass. See now, only near to the box only you are getting a grass, surroundings you are not getting. Are you getting grass here? No, because you know I changed this color. So earlier it was a white, it was a black, now I change this one to black now, and it is changed to the white color. Now again I'll change this one to the white, and this one I'm changing this one to the black. Now you'll get in the opposite. Okay now, so even we have a inside separator like this, we have a lot of options. Okay now, then inside color, this is a black color now, I'll give this one to the white, or maybe I'll give a black color. Based on this one, maybe you will get a grass inside or outside also. Okay, no, but I don't know, maybe if it is a 3D model we can do that, but it is a not a hollow surface, no. So maybe if it is a hollow surface we can also see them clearly. And here, see, we don't, it is not possible to going to be render inside. Okay, now, so understood ma how it is coming now, how we are giving a grass now. Okay, so very important. So try to practice all these methods. Okay, now, and the finally we have a one topic, grass topic is done. See, along with that, if you want to be spread any other you know, the elements, like in the middle, if you want to be place any stones and all, we can also place the stones. Okay, now, so now, so after this example, now the one more example I'll give for the floor mat. Okay, now for the floor mat, our floor mat, see, I'll take just 5 minutes and I'll explain because we don't have a more time. Okay, now I'm going here and I'm going to be delete this fur and delete, and with the materials also whatever I have applied I'm going to be delete now, and again. Okay, so I'll take a simple rectangle which is size of around 5 feet comma some 2.5. What is the size I'm taking ma? 5 feet comma 2.5. Make it a group, then create a one material and give a name, for example rug, RUG, rug. Then go here to the bitmap and apply any image that should look like a you know, the floor mat. What I'll do, it is not available in my system, I'm going to be download from here. For example, floor mat textures. See what I'm doing, I'm going to be type floor mat textures, something like this. I can take any material, no problem. For example, if I take it should be exactly from the top view, so that I can show like exactly the same mat in a 3D. Texture seamless, yeah, something like this. For example, let us say I'm taking this one, anything, any image you can take. Now I'm giving a right click, save the image. That image is, I'm going to be save it here in my system. Then I'll go here, SketchUp, and load that image. Before that you have to be open that in the paint, because maybe they have not done cropping properly. I'm going to be crop it properly here. Take like this, because you're getting a white color in the border. Crop it. Okay, then save this file, then go here again, load that image where it is in the system, where it is, yeah, here, click that, click on open. Now after that, go inside, apply this texture for that, then go with the triplanar projection fit method, like this. Okay, now, or I can adjust the size maybe like this, then go here, adjust the triplanar projection fit method. Now click on the render and see, is it a 3D model or a 2D one? Do you have any fur on this ma? No, right? This is like a wallpaper only, this is not now 3D. Okay, now so we can't see any fur on this surface. So now what I'll do, after applying the rug material, immediately click that, then apply the fur now. Then after applying the fur, now see here, so see wherever you have a color, so for example here you have a gray color now, it is going to be apply gray color only here. When you have a brown color, it is going to be apply the brown color. But for the rug we don't give this much of height. What I'll do to adjust them, I'm going to the geometry, instead of 0.6 I'm giving this one to maybe 20, and then the length I'm giving something 1 only. Okay, now maybe I give this one to 10 now. See what happened now, here now it is creating completely like a 3D like this. See now, but the problem here is in a real rug you don't have this much of thickness. Okay, now mean the other tip point, so the tapper one I'm giving this one to some 0.2, so that you are getting almost like same thickness, and overall thickness also I'm giving 0.05 like that, so that you are getting a less thickness of the overall thing. And I'm giving a bending also, because you know in the borders I don't want to see this one. okay now the thin one, so that is the reason I'm applying that. Even the gravity we can keep it maintain same thing and increase the numbers to maybe some 15 to 20 value, or let us say I'll increase this one to some 25. Okay now see how much amount of you are getting now. You are getting more amount of and increase the length if you want to maybe 2. Okay now see, like this a real 3D rugs we can create with the help of this for option. Okay now understood ma? Okay, even on this if I want to be apply some irregular surface, see if you keep on using the rug for so many years or so many months, what happen here, you will get more height, and the middle places sometimes will get maybe because of the more like you know the what do you call that stress. So what it is going to be do now, so it is going to be press to the bottom location. Okay now, so in the situation what I'll do here, I'll go to the length option. In the length option I'm selecting some noise modifier. See we have an option of noise A or noise B. I'm going with the noise B here. So after going to the noise B, here we have to be increase the the size of that. See when I keep on increasing this one or maybe reducing that like this, and phases also I'm going to be first reduce this and check the black and white. If I keep on moving going here, say I'm getting a more black colors, so combination of black and white now, and give a more low power, sorry reduce the height now. See some places you are getting a black, some places you are getting a white color. See here we are getting a black, here you are getting a white color. What I have done, first I have given a size to some 0.2. After giving the size to 0.2 and the phases I am giving, maybe it's keep on changing just the positions. Okay now, then the low value will define the white color, high value will give you the black color. So if I keep on moving here, see mostly you are getting black color only. It means the places you have a variable white color, that place it is creating a fur, remaining places it is not creating. It means if you want to show like a old kind of a rug, if it is a old rug, what happened, the fur is going to be removed, right? Okay now, so in that situation I can create something this kind of a more reality for the renders. Okay now, but don't give a completely 0.5, maybe give better like this. Maybe I'll give like this. See this is creating like more realistic now. Okay now, so it means there is a old kind of a rug, old type of rug like this. Observe now, are you getting more height now? No. The reason why you're not getting more here, because here I have a black color and remaining places have a white color. Okay now, try to reduce the size of that. If you keep on reducing, the size of that is going to be reduced. See, create something this much. Okay now, so enough more.